Welcome back everyone to the Complete Pineleaf, and we are back here at Glowing's camp with Will and Whisker, and I suppose we're also here with Spalvy. Spalvy, what's the next plan?
A group of dwarves came this way, bound for Khazad-dûm.
Scoregrim set many plans into motion, my recent friend, and each one required watchful eyes and alert ears. As a result, I have heard a great deal of what transpires in and around these mountains. One such tale might be of use to us now. It is said that a group of dwarves from the Iron Hills has come this way and seeks to enter the halls of Khazad-dûm. If we were to follow in their footsteps, they might open the way for us for us to continue our search for Bingo. Yes, I do not wish to speak to the Longbeards who runs this camp for fear of betraying my heritage, but you should talk to him and see what you can learn about this expedition to Khazad-dûm. All right. Let's see, and that means glowing, and I'm sure that glowing is in... He might not think favorably of Spalvy, but he must think favorably of me. After all, I am kindred with Thorn's Hall now. Hello there, Glowing. I've heard a rumor that there's some dwarves coming from the Iron Hills to explore Khazad-dûm.
No dawdling!
Did you teach those no-good dour hands a lesson, Piney? Yeah, I taught them a lesson, yes. All right. Good, good. If I were a dwarf, I'd say he might even relish the chance to explore such a network and passages. But I'm afraid a hobbit would not have much of a chance in those caves. Even our old burglar Bilbo Baggins much preferred to be out in the sunlight, and he was as near a dwarf as you could wish. Thanks a lot, Glowing. Thanks a lot. You think your friend Bingo might have been washed into the underground river south to Khazad-dûm? Well, that is quite a long way, but if you seek to enter those halls, you will be in good company. An expedition has indeed passed this way, and on their way to the lands of the holly trees. If you wish to follow them to Khazad-dûm, you would need to find Bosi and his cousin Broger. They lead the Iron Garrison. Alrighty. There we go. To the land of the hollies. Isn't that where I killed a certain boar a while ago? Yes, there is an Iron Garrison group coming up, and apparently they are going to go through Eregion.
We have a long way to go if we are to reach the doors to Khazad-dûm.
The Iron Garrison, eh? Sounds to me like a lot of guards and miners. I wonder if they know what awaits them inside the halls of Khazad-dûm. Perhaps they'll open the doors to Khazad-dûm and Bingo will be sitting there, sopping wet, to greet them. Wouldn't that be something, Pineleaf? We have a long way to go if we are going to reach the doors of Khazad-dûm. The Longbeard spoke of the land of the holly trees. Right? Yes, I believe that is the land of Eregion, and while I've never seen it, I understand it to be a land of rolling hills and old ruins. We should travel to one of these ruins in the north and learn what we can to follow the Iron Garrison. All right then. Let's then head over to Eregion. Ah, this is a much nicer location. Ah, lot better looking than Forgel, and certainly a lot better looking than Angmar, and I even prefer it to the northern parts of the Misty Mountains. Everything is nice and green here. Winter hasn't taken a big bite here yet. Isn't this supposed to be January? Alright, I can understand the hollies having leaves because, well, are all these hollies? Yeah, it looks like just about every single tree in this land is an evergreen. Even the grass, apparently. Okay. then it looks like we also have a few people who wish to speak with me.
Might you spare a moment of your time?
Greetings, Pineleaf. I and my companions are recently come from Rivendell at the behest of Master Elrond. He fears the spies of the enemy may dog the footsteps of the company which left Imladris some little while ago, the company which bears a heavy burden, and commanded us to follow in their wake, lest some signs of their passing be left behind. To this end, many of my companions have gone forth to scout the lands. It's clear that Aragorn, son of Arathorn, journeys with the company still, for there has been little of note to see. They have lit few fires for fear of the enemy, which is good. However, one of my scouts reports that he saw signs of an old campfire southeast of here. If you would, seek out that camp and learn if any other signs have been left behind which may reveal the composition of the company. The campsite lies far to the southeast, beyond Sad Rehu, nestled in the base of some boulders. Alright, I suppose we could do some things here. Actually, I probably won't have time to do many quests online because we've got that big, long, epic story to do. Yes. Hello there, Spalvey.
I have never been to this land before.
But I must say my first impression is not a positive one. There are so many elves here. Weren't they leaving Middle-earth? What's this taking them so long? I know we are in a hurry to catch up with the Iron Garrison and see if Bingo can be found within Khazad-dûm, but I want to make a statement to some of these elves. In between sideways glances and muttered insults cast in my direction, I have heard some of the elves complaining about bog lurkers and Dunlending warriors threatening the peace of this land of holly trees. Let us fight these threats and prove to these elves that we are to be taken seriously. Well, defeat some bog lurkers and some Dunlendings. Suppose I could do that. And speaking of Dunlendings, I had to fight one in order to get to that boar before, and I think now he's just the feeder quest.
Hail, friend, and well met.
Hail.
Megovanen, might you spare a moment of your time?
Yes, the road is not safe due to there being worms all over the place. Could you kill some for me? That's the Reader's Digest version, right? And what does she want?
Might you spare a moment of your time?
There are half-orcs in the ruins. Could you take care of some of them? Actually, I'm going to have to... I think I actually had to kill some of these half-orcs in order to... maybe even for this episode anyway, so we take care of that.
Greetings, friend. Will you lend me your ear?
There are birds spying all over the place. Kill them. Kill Kriban. And, oh yeah. Hey, are you interested in this axe?
The sorrows of the elder are never ending.
This is strange. You say this was carried by one of the Dunlendings nearby? This axe is of a quality not normally known to these brigands and bodes ill. It seems that they would normally be in an independent force, has organized under someone else's banner.
Will you hear my sorrows?
Collect axes from Dunlendings. I better put a new hunt. Well, first of all, lock it here so it doesn't get scrolled off. And then set that as the focus also. Alright, collect axes. Axe and you shall receive. Yeah. Oh yes, one more elf.
Might you spare a moment of your time?
Now, technically this is a small fellowship quest, but I've done it on warns that were level 45 before, so I'm pretty sure I could handle this. And that is to defeat fell holly tenders, in other words, the bog lurkers, which will be easy enough to do, but it's the horns that are a little bit tougher. But I might as well take that too. And we can head out, take care of Spalvy's quest, and perhaps one or two others while I'm at it. And here's our first fell holly tender. And I think this is actually the first time I've come into Eregion at level 48. Sometimes I'm in the middle of the epic storyline and come a couple of levels later. But more often I'm here a couple of levels early. I know I was here for the class quest at 45, but this is my first time actually doing serious questing here. Now, there are two types of bog lurkers, so both of those will count for the bingo quest, but only the fell ones, such as the one I just killed, will count for the other quest. That's something I need to keep in mind. And the other thing is that Spalvi only cares that we kill 5 of each of them. Oh, hello there. A twisted holly, as opposed to one that's in a perfectly straight line. I don't know. Just know these are worth 408 a pop. Now I don't need to kill the trolls, at least not yet. There is a follow-up quest to this one where you have to kill the trolls, which are really annoying to fight. I may just decide to skip. Now I know I can solo the trolls, but it is technically a small fellowship quest, so I actually do have the grasping holly tenders don't count for the quest in Gwingris, but it does count for the bingo boffin quest. The ones I really need are, of course, these fell tenders. And I'm also gradually heading towards the Dunlending, since I do need to kill some of those. Actually, 5 for one quest and 14 for the other. And they are around here somewhere, right? A little bit through, but I don't want to skip any of the fell tenders because I do want to make sure I get my quota of those in as I'm going along. Oh yeah, I could see the structure up there where the Dunlendings are hiding, so I will be able to get to them pretty quickly. Looks like I have the first half of Bingo's quest done. Or I should say Spalvi's quest, since Bingo Boffin is currently sopping wet standing at the entrance of Khazad-dûm, and that's of course assuming that we have the best case scenario going on here. Right now, we need to get, oh yes right, we need to collect axes here. So that means I may have to kill more than 14 of these. Fortunately, the 5 one is still 5, and no matter, oh, it's 15 axes, not 14. Ha 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 ha. All the better. I found the campsite in question and found some pipeweed. There must be a hobbit in the party. Oh well, that's not going to help keep everything secret, right? Well then, let's get back to camp and turn in these quests. I found the campfire and I also found this.
Megavonen.
A pouch containing pipeweed. It may be that one of the halflings or the dwarf dropped this. Such carelessness could be their undoing. Oops.
Mind my words, traveler.
Pineleaf, I fear that there is little time to lose. Go to Eregion, far to the south, and see if there's anything else there to find. Well, we will obviously do that much later, because Bingo Boffin isn't going there at this time. Let's see. I took care of the trees and the tenders.
My heart cannot sing today.
It pains me to put these creatures out of the forest to the forest to the sword. Yeah, well, actually, we put them to the spear, but that's beside the point.
Will you hear my sorrows?
Now go after some trolls. Yippity-doo-dah. I'll think about it. And what do you need me to do?
Mind my words, traveler.
Collect seeds. Yeah. definitely off camera. Now, where were we? We'll get to Spalvey last after we take care of everything else here. I think we need to also turn... Oh yeah, we just have these... There you go. Axes.
A shadow is on my spirit.
Oh, well, I guess we'll just have to get rid of the shadow. There you go. Done. Now we can speak to Spalvey. Hello there, Spalvey. I managed to take care of it for you.
You did as I asked? Good, good.
Those elves will know we are not to be underestimated. And while you are away, I would be looking for someone I might speak to who would not sniff at distaste and treat me like a blight on the day. Just when I despaired of finding anyone but elves, I met a lovely adventurer. And, will you believe it, she says she met you some time ago. Her name is Hallie Meadowsweet. Yes, and she's right over there. She spoke quite highly of you, Pineleaf, and I was pleased to say that you are my traveling companion in Eregion. Oh, hi there, Hallie. How are things going? What happened to Theodore?
Well, hello there. I see that you are still at it.
Yes, still wandering in the wilds in search of adventure. I met your dwarf friend Spalvey, but I do not see your companion Bingo anywhere. Does he still travel with you, or... He was such a pleasant fellow. Yeah, we became separated, and we're trying to find him. Yo, I see. Well, good luck to you. I am sure that he will turn up soon. My own companion has proven less adept at treasure seeking than I expected, and he too has gone missing. I swear, I thought Theodore would be a better student than this. The two of us traveled here to Eregion because I thought the elf ruins were certain to be bare lost sources of lost treasure and might be used as a source of useful instruction. But Theodore seems quite unable to find or learn a single thing of value. I sent him south to Pineleaf to search there, and he has not yet returned. I wonder if he is even able to find Pineleaf in the first place. Well, if you don't mind, could you go south to Pineleaf and scour the ruins for my student Theodore? It is possible he ran afoul of the half-orcs that have taken over the place, but more likely he's simply failing to find any treasure at all. Right, fine. Well, take care of those half-orcs, and anyway, I think one of those elves wanted me to take care of some half-orcs also. What a coincidence! It's even bigger coincidence that I saved that quest, right? That I didn't go and do it because, who knows, I might be heading to Pineleaf some other point. Here's Pineleaf, but while I was approaching here, I unlocked a deed that I don't think I've ever completed. Limbas Waybread of the Galadrim, 100 of 100. I've eaten 100 Limbas on this character. Whew. And I don't think I've ever managed it in the past. Satchel to Queengress. Alright, I'll just have to take that in at some point. 100 lemon. I don't think I've always seen these foods and they pop up and says you have eaten this to indicate that there was a deed involved with it, but I don't think I've managed to actually complete any of them yet. Well then, I suppose I'll see about some of the others. But it looks like it's 100, which is a new piece of information, I guess, that such deeds are by the 100. Yeah, I don't have this quest yet, at least kill this specific person, but it's a half-orc being killed and a worm being killed. I found moldering pages of ring lore. Whatever hope that does me. Alright, I didn't get credit for the worm then? Okay. Be that way. I guess because it was a pet worm. Now, where is Theodore? Oh, I probably have to kill the orcs first, then I could find Theodore. But I seem to have found a page. I don't know what are these pages. These pages are for a deed, so suppose I should look in the interesting rubble and find a crumbling page of ring lore. Whatever. And now you. Not two out of well, okay. Actually, I'm above their level now because well, no, actually, same level as this one. Because during the last round there, I hit 49. And skirmisher. Who loves to go around with crossbows, apparently. And okay, well, I defeated those, so I could talk to Theodore now. I just have a couple more orcs to kill for the other kill orcs quest, and that will be done. But let's see what Theodore has to say before we kill our last two. Oh, there he is over here. In fact, I'll probably run into a couple of more half orcs by then. So that means that if we take all 12 of them that I killed, that we have 6 full orcs? Just wondering. There you go. Hi there, Theodore.
Oh, have you come here seeking treasure? Shame I got here first.
Yes, sadly, I'm afraid there will be little for you to find in these ruins, for I have gotten here first, and their treasure is now mine. I have impressed Haley with my treasure-seeking skills already. Are you familiar with that old saying, the student has become the teacher? Well, I believe that it will be true for me and for Haley one day from now. Just wait and see. So, what's in that leather bag? Yes, you see this? I found it near a fallen half-orc, and I believe it to be the greatest treasure. Let me see, and remember what I found first. Yes, oh, just a bunch of iron discs. Some of them have little white smudges painted on them, but I wouldn't consider this to be much of a treasure. If you'll bring the bag back to Haley, maybe she'll find some value in it. I'll stay here to look around some more. I suppose I know there will be something worth seeking here. How could there not be? I killed those orcs for you.
What can I do for you?
You've done well, Pineleaf. For now the half-orcs will be thwarted. Rest a while and listen.
Mind my words, traveler.
Now you have dealt with the half-orcs rabble near the northern Eregion, but their true purpose is only beginning to become clear. Recently our scouts have indicated that a half-orc with some skill in training of the worms is attempting to bend the vile beast to his will. Oh, so let's defeat his Arsgat and search his body. Okay. Whatever. I guess we'll take care of that at some point. Probably when we get to Eregion for the epic story would be my most likely guess. And, oh yes, I suppose that just leaves speak with Haley. Theodore wants to continue searching for some treasure and told me to bring this bag to you.
I cannot imagine Theodore was satisfied with this bag of trinkets.
Well, he wasn't completely satisfied, but who can say what has value and what does not? To my eye, these discs bear the mark of the white hand, and is a symbol I have seen on many of the foes we have encountered in these lands. Right, in other words, white hand coins. If Theodore thinks all treasure comes in strong boxes, I may have to rethink my lessons plans and return to this very beginning. You do not think he really believes that, do you? Oh my. Oh well. Well, Spobby, what do you think?
I am confident we will soon find our hobbit again.
Yes, we have come a long way and Bingo is still lost, but we'll find him soon. Do not give up hope, Pineleaf. Haley Meadowsweet is a master treasure seeker, and if her student is none a master, well, he must be at least a novice or an apprentice. Maybe they can find not just treasure, but hobbits as well. Well, but next week is Dour Faces, and Dour Faces will probably go with Dour Hands. Oh, of course, the usual title. Pineleaf the Persistent. Well, let's go. And we also have another visit by I keep on forgetting. Bert Bartleby, for some reason, is up here, away from Rattlepacks.
I've collected many fine items during my travels.
An Eregion Necklace of Agility. That's actually a pretty sweet necklace. Well, I'll worry about that later. Hey, I get a holly tree for my yard. And an umber goat. Well, I like to collect all the pets there, so I'll at least take the goat for now. And if there's anything else I want, well, I could always come here later for that. There you go. Now, that ends today's episode, and next time we are going to be back in, oh yes, Anuminous, I believe, or Tinandir, or someplace in Invendim, where we are going to continue with the epic storyline in The Complete Pineleaf.